gotten a couple requests to do an updated what's in my bag video, which I'm very happy to do because I love those videos. The last time I did one was this time last summer. And then I was carrying a lot the Madewell mini transport tote, which I still love, but lately I've seemed to be reaching for the bigger of the two. So this is what the original Madewell transport tote looks like. It is a big bag, and I'll try to do a far away shot so you can see it on my shoulder or held up. I'm 5'4", so just 4, so you can see how big it is. It's big, but I don't feel like it overwhelms me, but I love how much stuff you can carry in it. And a couple people have also asked me to review it, and I don't know how to review it because it is a giant bucket. There's not a lot of like pros and cons I can say about it. There's no dividers. There's a single pocket on the inside. But what I will tell you is that my parents bought this for me as a gift 2 summers ago. And prior to that, I would buy really cute, really cheap purses all the time from Francesca's and Target and American Eagle, places like that. And I could just never find one that kept my interest for a long time. But since I've had this bag, so in 2 years, I bought 2 bags. So that's huge. So this is still a favorite. I still love it. I actually think it's gotten better looking the longer I've had it. And some people ask me how it compares to the whipping post tote. I didn't even know those existed until I started watching planner videos. And I've never seen one of those in person, so I can't tell you if one's softer than the other. That one looks beautiful too. But I will say that as I've been carrying this, it just has kind of like molded to me, and I think the color has gotten a little bit richer. If it gets dirty, it's easy to wipe clean. I will give you an example. 2 nights ago, my mom and I were at Sephora, and I was telling her that I was kind of liking the new Too Faced Born This Way foundation. So we were at the, we're looking at all the Too Faced stuff, and she is pumping some out on the back of her hand trying to figure out her color. I'm looking down at the blushes, and I can see her like pumping one bottle and nothing's coming out, like something's stuck inside. So I put the blush down, and just perfect timing. As I'm looking up at her, this huge glob of foundation that comes out of the spout. I get some in my eye, in my hair, on my jean jacket, and on the bag. It wasn't a big deal, and everything wiped clean for the most part. It was mostly funny. But when I was in store, I tried to wipe it up with tissues the best I could, and then when I got home, I used leather wipes that you can just get at Target to really make sure I cleaned the crevices because it had kind of settled in a little bit. But now I can't even see where I did that. So it cleans up nice. So there's a lot of stuff in this bag. I haven't cleaned it out since the weekend. I had a pretty busy weekend with personal and work stuff, so we got a lot of stuff to get through, so I'm gonna go ahead and get started. Okay, let's do some of the bigger items first. Let's start with reading materials. I have this magazine, which I bought not this weekend, but the weekend before, and I haven't had a chance to read it yet, but this is the latest issue of Thoughtfully, and this is issue number 3. And it's just such a pretty, look at the front, isn't it pretty? It's just such a pretty magazine. Even when I bought it, the girl who was checking me out at Whole Foods flipped through and she was like, oh, I think I need this. It looks really nice. And then the other thing that I am never without is my tablet. I have, this is the original iPad mini, and I love it so much. I use the Kindle app on here, and I do all my reading. So I do all my reading, and I also watch any kind of YouTube videos or Netflix on this too. And currently, Netflix just put the latest, which is season 8 of like, the redo of Doctor Who. So I started watching that. So I'm on episode 3 so far, and I really like it. And then the last thing, of course, I never go anywhere without a journal. I just think it's so important to have paper and pen so that if I have any ideas or I need to take any notes, I always have something to write on. There is one pocket in the bag, so I keep things that I need easy access to. So I have my keys and my phone case. My stomach is growling so loudly. I'm gonna be so embarrassed if the microphone is picking that up and making it really loud. But next I have my wallet. I did a little bit of an upgrade. Before I was just using a little canvas pouch to keep all my cards and cash. This wallet is from Madewell as well, and it just has a little closure right here. And then it has space for cash, cards, receipts, and then a little change pouch on the back. So I've been liking that. I haven't had this, got this towards the beginning of the year, and I'm really liking it so far. If you want to use a big bag like this, either the Madewell one or the Whipping Post tote, or Old Navy and the BP Brass Plum Junior section at Nordstrom, they both have dupe bags for this, vegan options, so they're much cheaper. What I'm saying is, if you want a big bucket bag like this, and you want to be kind of semi-organized, my biggest recommendation are pouches. I think those make a huge difference. So I have a few different pouches in here, and I try to group things that kind of make sense in my mind. That way, if I know I need to touch up my lipstick, I'll grab one pouch, or if I want a piece of gum, I'll grab another pouch. So I'm gonna go through some pouches next. This first one my friend Diana gave to me, and it is a Pride and Prejudice pouch, which I love, and I love this color. So in here is kind of like my food items. So I have gum that Jer likes, gum for me, and then I have tons of different tea. my current favorite tea, which these have been my favorite for a long time. I love the Yogi, the pure green. I don't really like the other green teas. Like is there like an antioxidant one or like a superfruit one? I can't remember, but I really like the pure green. And then I also love this Numi Indulgent Tea Chocolate Earl Grey. So those are my two favorites. I also have little packets of stevia, and then I keep these little packets of Wetter Spoon Manuka honey. And you can find these in the honey section at Whole Foods up on the top level. It comes in a little box. You get some travel ones. And then, oh my goodness, okay, if you haven't been paying attention until now, look up from whatever you're doing. These are so good. They're the Health Warrior Chia Bars, and they have a couple different flavors, but I really like the chocolate peanut butter ones. These are so tasty, and they're just packed full of little chias. So if I'm really hungry, I always like to keep one of these, and I promise you, it happens to me at least once a week. 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock rolls around at work, and I look in here and I'm like, yes, I remembered to put one in here at the beginning of the week. So those are a huge favorite. So that's mostly everything that I keep in this first pouch. This one is when Orla Kiley did some makeup pouches for Target, and I thought the patterns were adorable. And the first thing in here, I think I even showed this last year. This is a point perk from Sephora, but I feel like they bring it back every once in a while, and it's just earbuds in here. So it's just nice to have these if I'm somewhere and I want to listen to music or a podcast or a book, something like that. I don't have them in here right now, but a lot of times I have a nicer pair of over-the-ear headphones, and on Tuesdays, I usually stay late after work and let traffic die down a little bit, and I work on my video for the next day. So I'd rather use these, because those can, kind of hurt your ears after a while, so I'd rather use the over-the-head earphones. And those ones fold up nicely and have a pouch all their own. And then I also have a little screen wipe if my iPad screen or my phone screen gets dirty. And then I have a little pack of tissues with a bunny and a kitten on it, because why not? And these are also from Diana. Oh, and then this next thing. Years and years ago, my in-laws went to Austria, and when they came back, they brought me a pill case, and on the front was this beautiful Austrian castle, and I loved it. And that's, I feel like for me at least, is such an easy thing to lose. I was always so happy that I had never lost it. And then recently, within the past couple months, I dropped it, and just my heart sunk. And when I looked down, I saw that the castle had cracked off, and I was so upset. So when I went down to pick it up, I saw underneath where the castle had kind of cracked. I picked it off, and then underneath was this beautiful pattern. So I was sad about the castle, but I was also happy that the pill case itself wasn't broken and it had this beautiful pattern on it. So I just have some Advil in there, and then I'm never anywhere without a Sharpie pen. I have a couple of those in here, and then some floss sticks I feel like I need those probably more than I should. And then the last couple things that are in this pouch are just feminine care products. On my channel, I try not to say you need this. I don't want to be that person that's like being a salesperson. I just want to show you what I like, and if it's something you want to add to your own life, then great. But I think if you really like Rifle Paper Company, at least as much as I do, I would not let the Le Sport Sac collaboration pass by without getting at least one thing. The makeup bags are so cute, and this one in particular is the perfect size for a purse. And on one side, all the little ladies are getting ready for a night out, and then the other side, they're all glammed up. So I think this bag is just adorable. I don't know if you want me to go through everything in here, because you can see it's quite full, and I think there's every lipstick I've worn for the past week as well as over the weekend is in here, but maybe I'll just dump it out really quick and show you a couple things. It's actually kind of amazing how much stuff you can actually fit in here. So let me go ahead and dump some of it out. Some other bag essentials, I have to have a hand cream. I just got this little sample at Sephora last weekend, a mirror, a comb, and then a concealer that you can layer over top of makeup that's already done and it not look cakey. And then a lip balm. I love the Fresh Sugar ones. I also like the Tata Harper one that I have. And then this one is what I have in here right now. It's just from Burt's Bees, and I think this is in the shade Hibiscus. And then clearly I'm into lip liners right now. I have 4 MAC Soar, Jane Iredale Spice, Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk, and Marc Jacobs Honey Bun. I won't go through all these because a couple of them have been in recent favorites videos. This right here is Red Apple Lipsticks Audrey, and that just lives in my purse. I love the color and I find it really moisturizing. And then these two are my current favorite liquid lipsticks. This one from Kat Von D is in the shade Double Dare, and it is a beautiful color. And then this one's kind of interesting. I really wanted Anastasia's Craft. I thought that shade was beautiful, and I was looking up lip swatches on Instagram, and I came across a post where a girl said this is from the brand Aromi, was a dupe for Craft, and she actually liked this formula better. And Aromi sounded vaguely familiar to me, and then I remembered it was featured in Thoughtfully magazine, and then I've seen some green beauty bloggers talk about it. So it's a more natural brand, and this shade is Sweet Marsala, and so she said it was a dupe. It smells so good, it feels really comfortable on the lips. So I'll wear this Sweet Marsala shade in an upcoming video. And this is what I'm wearing right now, and I don't think there's ever a time where I don't have at least one Bite Beauty product in my bag. This one is from their new limited edition line, Frozen Berries, and it's either called Barberry or Barbary, but it's a beautiful color. Just one last pouch. This you get for free at Loft if you ever buy a pair of their sunglasses, and the pair I'm wearing right now, I love the color. It's a lavender gray, and it has some rose gold details on it. And despite my best efforts, there's still some stuff that just rolls around on the bottom. So this first is the Josh Rosebrook Hydrating Accelerator. This is a hydrating mist, and it's really refreshing, so I like to keep this in my bag. It's a large bottle, but it's plastic, so it's really lightweight, but I should see if he sells a travel size, or maybe I could decant it into a smaller bottle. And then I don't always keep this in here because I have the comb in my makeup bag, but I was kind of living out of my car and my purse this weekend, so I have this travel size Tangle Teezer, which has a really cute print, but I also love this cap that's on the bottom, and this just helps to protect the bristles so they don't get smushed in the bottom of the bag. And then I'm testing out the Stila. This is the Perfectly Poreless Putty Perfector, and I have this in shade Fair. And I haven't really made up my mind about this yet, but I will use it for a little bit longer and I'll let you know what I think. And then I have an extra charging cable, and ever since the iPhone first came out, the first day Jer has had an iPhone, but when he had his upgrade just last month, for the first time ever, he got something different. He got an Android. So I got to commandeer his old iPhone cable, which I can always appreciate. And then it's starting to look like trash in the bottom. Oh wait, hold on. This is my receipt from brunch on Saturday. We had a bachelorette brunch for Sarah, who's getting married in a month. It was so fun. She had me and Karen there, some of her other friends, and she also had her best childhood friend, who she's known for forever, drive in for it. So it was really nice to meet her. And then again, I'll get to see them all at the wedding next month, but that was really fun. And then Karen and I we're always talking a lot of beauty products, and she made me a sample, and she gave me a sample of a product that didn't work for her. So the one product that she thought she had a bad reaction to is this Paula's Choice Resist Vitamin C Spot Treatment. So I haven't done a lot of research about this. I remember when it came out, but I don't really know where I would use it. So I'm gonna look into that a little bit more and see if I can include that into my routine. And then she made me this sample. This is the Glossier, is it called a Skin Tint? If that's not the right name, I will have it listed down below, but I'm excited to try that. And at brunch, Karen was wearing this. Her skin looked fantastic. Although her skin has just been looking really good lately, she started to incorporate frankincense oil, I think, into her moisturizer. I think that's what she said. But anyways, it's working for her because her skin is looking fantastic. We are at the bottom. I have a deposit slip I need to turn in at work. Oh, I had forgotten about this for a second. I need to get my wisdom teeth taken out. So this is a referral from my dentist for, and I don't know what they call it, some kind of dental surgeon I have to go see. Not looking forward to that, but I'm thinking this month is kind of busy and I just need to get through September, and then I'm gonna think about doing that. And then I have a hair tie and some washi tape because these go with me everywhere. This one I just got at Target, and I thought it would be really cute, and it kind of coordinated a little bit with the colors for the Inkwell press for this month. So that is it. You have sat through everything, which I know was a lot. That felt like a lot. It feels like I've been talking for a while. But I hope this was interesting somewhat, at least that you like to see some of the beauty products. But I would love to know what some purse essentials are for you. If you have the Madewell Transport Tote, if you like it as much as I do. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you again very soon.